Yeah. Are you just talking to yourself? Yes.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We have the teachers here today, so we have to get going. But do you guys want to all come up together, or do you want to come up separately? Just come on up. Okay.
Mitch is going to introduce him.
Oh, all right, Mitch.
Mitch just learned that. Everybody, I'm Mitch Anderson, superintendent at Firm Schools.
You guys can come up here and he can talk to you. Yeah. We're on the World Wide Web right now.
The World Wide Web.
It's a big morning.
Yeah, like I said, I'm Mitch Anderson, superintendent of Firm Schools. With me today, we've got our new teachers that I'm going to give a little bit of time to think about what they're going to say, but I want them just to introduce themselves to the community and tell us a little bit about themselves and their new jobs or roles at the school. Also have a couple of principals and our communications director here, so maybe after they do their thing and get back to a room full of eager learners, we can answer any questions there might be with the school. So I'll have Nancy start off.
Okay, sounds good. I'm Nancy Sandine. I'm the new trades and industry teacher, taking over the jacket manufacturing program over at the high school. I'm also a family and consumer sciences teacher, so I'll be doing the culinary pro start classes last try as well. I graduated from Sauk Rapids High School. Undergrad was from Iowa State University, and my master's is from the University of Minnesota. I'm super excited to be a part of Brown Schools, and I feel very blessed.
Awesome. Welcome.
Hello everyone, I'm April Schultz, Firm native. I will be teaching at the high school and at the middle school this year, doing some facts. The middle school I'm doing kind of like an exploratory facts that we haven't had there for a while. So excited to get that back going in the middle school. Some of you know my husband Lance, and I have two kids, Lucy and Noah.
Hi, I'm Kelly Tellers. I am from American Mills. I am working in elementary this year as a behavior interventionist with Erin Miller in the classroom, and it's been a great start to the year already. We're super busy and it's been really fun. I'm coming from middle school last year. I worked with kids in mental health, and so I've been in the school for a year already. I have one daughter, Levi. She's almost 2, and then I'm having another baby, Silver. Hi, I'm Harley Kopinski. I'm from Crazy, originally. I graduated from NDSU and BCSU with my LM degree in Human Development and Family Science, and I'm teaching 6th grade reading.
Hi, I'm Justice Kunza. I am originally from Crazy as well. I went to MSUM and then I ended up online through Walden. The past 3 years I taught in New York Mills as a 2nd grade teacher and a special ed teacher. This year I'm in all 3 schools. I'm an English language learner instructor. My husband's name is Blake, and I have 2 children, Abby and Carter.
Hayden Sturtevant. I'm from Firm, graduated from Firm. Then I went to Valley City, and then after I graduated, kind of wanted to try something new, went down to Southern Minnesota. And then after a couple years down there, knew that I wanted to get back in the area. Taught in Pelican Rapids for the last 4 years, and got to coach football with one of my best friends and his dad, and then got to coach with my dad, and that was awesome. And then back here and back home, and happy, excited to be back. So I'm teaching social studies at the high school. I have civics and psychology this trimester. So I'm also coaching the offensive line on varsity football.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Well, anyone have any questions? So we had a whole bunch of donations from different businesses around town. So there's lots of goodies in here. You guys are very spoiled. We were looking at that. What? Awesome. So, but you deserve it because I have 4 children of my own, and so you deserve to be spoiled for taking care of them. So Nancy, thank you. And April. And then I'm going to fail after that because I was listening, but let's see. Harley. And Carly. Harley. you guys can have a seat just for a little bit, let the principals talk, and then we'll do our drawings in case you guys win before you go to class. All right, principals, or who is it? Yeah, come on up. Tell us what's going on.
You hold my hand, I'll go up there.
Don't be scared. You got this.
Yeah, you deal with kids. We're a lot less scary.
Yeah, we are not scared.
No?
No.
Any questions? Okay, sounds good. No, just a good start to the school year for the middle school. Harley being from Frazee, we're kind of training her in for middle school. Every time she says Frazee, she gets booed.
Yeah.
So it's a good introductory for middle school students. But no, it's been a good start to the school year for us at the middle school. In lieu of all of the mandates that are kind of coming down from the state for us with MTSS and the READ Act, and we got a bunch of different initiatives taking place at the middle school. We're just navigating all those different things in our building to help best support our students. And so we have high school, middle school, a little bit different than the elementary school in terms of we have what's called a BAR program, so building assets, reducing risks is what it is. And basically, it is what it says. So we work strongly and we firmly believe that relationships are the big foundation of success for students. So until we can get a student to learn and sit in the classroom and absorb the material, we have to have that relationship with them. And so middle school is kind of that cornerstone of their school career that's so important, of making them feel like they belong, making them feel like they're a part of something. And so, you know, we always tell families that middle school, there's something for everyone and there's someone for everyone. So we get a lot of new students in the middle school, the parochials coming over, and then obviously, you know, families that move to town. So we firmly believe that, you know, let's make sure we take care of the relationships first, and then we can really try and work on getting them to learn and sit in class for 50 minutes in math and science. And we all know that some of us aren't a big favor of some of those subject areas, but I think the biggest thing for our students is just learn those resiliency skills. Middle school is tough, but so is life. So just help them, guide them along the way in that path of middle school. So it's been an awesome start to the school year. Looking forward to this year. So.
Echo what Jim said in regards to the start of the school year. Has been absolutely excellent. It starts with having an amazing staff. We have an excellent group of people at the high school on there, as well as the entire district wide on there. But fortunately, in our work on here, it's always challenging in the administrative world on there. But living and being in Perham and being in our school systems does allow us to, quite honestly, we're able to hire very, very well, at least from my perspective, in our educational system. So excited about our team at the high school. One thing I would just share in regards to the high school piece on there, not to age everybody in the room on here, but it's starting to look quite a bit different. Education just as a whole, students, the biggest thing they ask for is flexibility. And you know, especially when you get in our junior and senior year. So a lot of traditional things that everybody in this room would probably say, yeah, school, and 8:10 to 3:13, buses come, everything runs, whatever it may be. But we have a lot of movement within the school of how students are doing some of their learning on there too. And that's our, if I was going to say, our biggest challenge is meeting the needs of students of where they're at is quite a bit of work on there, and that's kind of all over the board. At the same time, that's a fun part of the work that we do on there. So we're not an online school; we're a face-to-face public school system with an online program. So we have students who are asking for some online. So if you ever hear that, we have students in online on there. We're serving about 30 of our 35 or so of our own, 40 of our own. So we've had to beef up that a little bit on there. And Jace Henniger is amazing at the ALC as the director on there. So the staff at our ALC, they're all high school students, but we need to provide that. So they are Perham residents on there, Perham students on there, but when they ask to go online, we've been fortunate. Mitch helped us get that off the ground on there and get going to be able to staff that. So we're able to retain our own students, which is pretty exciting. Mitch, what's that number we're going to share? 550 something or other, close to that 600 mark. So Perham High School was designed for 600 students, and we're just about there. It's been just a really nice increase in students over the course of the year. Is manageable on there, but flexible learning is something we have to. With that means our teachers have to be adaptable as well too. Our teachers have to be able to curriculum-wise on there of what we're doing. We say flexible on there. I have Nancy in the room, and some people might say it's a little crazy, but we were asked to make some changes with what we could do with sections at the high school. And with that, we'll have some ninth graders who are learning independently off days opposite of being in the classroom with Nancy on there. So some folks might say, oh, with ninth graders, hang on a second. And challenge, yes, but I feel it's a great opportunity for us to help our other staff on there to help them learn how to be responsible as learners in the educational environment down here too. But we've been very fortunate to retain programming that we have at the high school on there, and the flexible pieces. Students are leaving. When I say flexible, PSEO piece has been there. They're going to do that. They're going to take college classes. They're going to take that primarily online. Very little face-to-face PSEO classes these days. It's all in an online format. But our biggest growth area at the high school over the last 2 years has been work-based learning program on there. And the only way that work-based learning works is for our community to show up and be willing to take the students on, whether that be internships or some part-time opportunities for them on there. But Darren Glenn drives that. We brought full-time into that. And they're primarily full-time along with Heather Stowe's on there. And that is really allowed us to be. We've had that program. John Kostick did a great job with it. But that is with the community. So thank you to everybody who's in this room and everybody in this community who's not in this room who continues to partner with our schools. Really appreciate it. Questions?
How many students did you guys grow this year?
Mitch?
So we're up 61 students from where we ended last year, and we're about 50 students higher than we projected to be. So it's been a good sign. It's actually kind of going against what our enrollment projection report showed from 5 years ago. It showed that our elementary was going to lose students just based off birth counts in town and in the county. And we've kind of done the opposite. The elementary was our biggest gain this year with about 35 students higher than we projected. So that's a good indication that what's happening here in families are being drawn, and we're not seeing that decline. We're actually seeing an increase in our enrollment. And like Aaron talked about, our online, it's something that we're doing in-house, but we discovered in the last couple of years we were losing a lot of our high school students to online academies that are spread throughout the state. You go on the Department of Ed website, there's 75 choices out there, and a lot of families got a taste of it during COVID when we were in distance learning. So that's probably the biggest challenge school districts are facing is the online options that are there. So we're trying to offer that to keep students here and keep dollars in town, but also to be flexible with our families and our kids with what they're trying to do. When we surveyed the kids that had already made that choice, or their families that made that choice to go online, it wasn't so much that they wanted an easier route. It was they wanted to work during the week. They had other needs. They had things. Sitting in the classroom 8 to 3:30 just wasn't working for them. So we're trying to be creative and cutting edge with getting out ahead of that and provide an opportunity for them to work, get experiences, but yet still get credits and stay high school graduates.
Yeah, being the high school, the online, and the ALC allow us to keep everybody here. So they're all perm high school graduates, all have the same, graduate with the same diploma. Having those three programs, I mean, if we don't have all those three tied together at the high school level, our numbers look quite a bit different down here. So very, very grateful and thankful for those opportunities here in Perm.
It's a lot of organization, so good job
Thank you.
keeping that straight.
Thanks, guys.
Way to go. Okay, we'll do some drawings because I know you guys got to get going. So
Did everybody sign up?
get
I
ready.
think we had a couple
Do you
stragglers.
guys want to sign up quick? Just write your name and drawer in. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is from Lakeside. I believe it's $25 gift card. You better get in there.
Thanks.
All right. Sue. Every time. She's like lucky.
I even got a bigger one this week.
Okay, this is a Perham Auto Repair. Coupon's good for 1 free oil change, and while you wait for your oil, you can walk down to Lakes Cafe and go get a coffee. How about that?
That's a long walk.
They'll be fine. Taylor, you'll be fine. Just walk down.
That's a long walk. All the way from Hilltop.
There you go. All right, the brew. Justine. Okay, next one, Pizza Ranch. 2 bake-at-home pizzas for the next Vikes game. Justice. Right. And where was Kunza today? You couldn't make it?
I think he's in the Bayline.
Sure. Okay, Lakeside gift card. Aaron, after a stressful day, go to Lakeside. There you go. And the last one, Pizza Ranch, or Zorba's 1 large pizza. This will be Tiffany. Way at the back. All right, and then next up we'll have the Hive group from the top.
We just tried to switch them. Yeah, we tried to switch them.
You guys need to go? You have to.
Just me?
Go ahead. Yep, you're totally fine. Gotta get ready for work.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you guys. Yes, thanks for coming. See you later. Thank you for coming. Enjoy all your guests. Yes. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. See you later. Tiffany. Sit down with your pizza, Tiffany. Have a good day, girls.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, BJ, take her away.
Alright, I'm BJ. I was asked to come give my little spiel about the Hive. Just a quick 5-minute, this is who we are, this is what we do. We are a parent group at the elementary school. We are made up of all just parent volunteers. There's quite a few teachers that participate. You know what Hive is?
Yeah.
We do a lot of events throughout the school year for the students, the staffs, the parents, the families. Some of those activities are like the fun things, like the spectacular dance. We decorate the whole gymnasium. Grades get to come in, their costumes. We have decorations everywhere, different activities, games and stuff they can do. We throw up dance videos on the big projector. We do sensory-friendly events at that also. Like we have coloring stations that they can do for just those kids that can't handle the volumes. We do different like meals for teachers during conferences. We do beach day. We do a lot of the fun things. 4th grade graduation. We do all the decorating, all the treats, the cupcakes or the cookies or whatever we do. But we also participate in the care closet, which is like a place within the school that kids can go to get a discrete place in the school where kids can get hygiene things that they may not have access to at home. We stock that quite a few times during the year with different, whatever the counseling department determines is like a high priority need, whether it's deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, different hygiene products. We help stock some of that. And we also provide different needs, like if a classroom is doing a big thing throughout the year and they just need help with volunteers, we're usually the first ones that they'll go to for that. And we do all of this whole thing through fundraising. Our fundraising actually is fairly easy. We do the restaurant nights where our role as the Hive, the only thing we really have to do is advertise for it. We've partnered with the Cactus is Phenomenal. They'll do them often on game nights where we advertise for it. After a game night, people come in and they give back a portion of food. They include drinks, takeout, and typically the Cactus will do all day. So the school will be really great at getting lunches from the Cactus, and then that comes back to us, and then we use those funds to give back to the school. We've done Big Pine Lodge and a couple other ones as well. Our biggest fundraiser that we do, last year was the first time we did the clothing. You've probably seen it, some of you may have purchased it. It was black shirts, we had t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, from toddler all the way up, and they had the jackets on them. We'll be doing that again this year. We're in the planning stages. We plan it so that the ordering is done, your clothing comes before Christmas. So last year it worked really great for stocking stuffers. We did better than we ever anticipated last year. Got a little overwhelming, to be honest, because we had like a goal that we wanted, and we ended up triple what that goal was. And the company that we partnered with was great. We did really, really well on that. We were able to give back more to the Care Closet than they even really knew what to do with. We gave to the playground project at the elementary school, and just a lot of other fun things. We have a really good base for going into this year now. And that's about it. We do bake sales every once in a while. We're going to be at Oktoberfest with a bake sale. It's also a really easy one. We have 2 people work it, but we have probably 30 to 40 people that will donate to it. So it's an easy thing to fundraise for when it's not a lot of work. We don't have to sell things. We don't have to do any of that hard stuff. We have meetings once a month. Typically they're at the elementary school, and tonight is actually our first meeting at 5:30. The flyers that are on the tables, if you scan the QR code, it's not going to make you donate. It'll bring you to the Facebook page. The QR code will bring you to the Facebook page where we post all and any of the upcoming activities that we have going. We get a lot of really fun volunteers for the events. They're not only fun for the kids, but Spooktacular is a blast as an adult, as a volunteer at it. But that's about it.
DJ, do you take any clothing for your Care Closet, or is it just hygiene products?
We do actually. Brooklyn Thompson, who is part of the counseling committee at school, just actually sent us an email of items that they're looking for, and a lot of it included clothes. There's snow pants on it every year, but there's like sweatpants, socks are often on it. If that's something you're interested in, I can
When people can
share,
just drop things off like that at the school and donate them.
Mhm. Shoes of different sizes. They don't have to be brand new. They're just not well worn. But yeah, and actually that's something that's on my agenda for the meeting tonight, and will be going in that Facebook post.
How many youth do you serve?
So we serve the entire elementary school, which is, I should have asked the teacher right here.
Just underneath
550.
550.
I say 550. We include the preschool. A lot of the activities that we do are on Fridays, and the preschool's not there, so we always do a separate thing for them. Like last year, they can't participate in the Halloween party on a Friday, so we did Halloween donuts for them. Even though they're not part of the school, but part of the school, we include them, and that's probably 125-ish on top of that 500 number.
Awesome. Anything else?
Okay, good.
All right.
Good job.
There's someone here. We're gonna have to cut the station. Okay, we'll skip this one. Nick, you're up.
Oh,
Woo.
okay. And thanks to the chamber. For many, many years, we've been attending these power hours. I remember when it got restarted with the ambassadors. Lisa was involved with that. We were meeting up at Arvik. But this is a great opportunity for people to get together. And I always appreciate being able to come here and talk to you. But today, I've got several things. The Chili Feed fundraiser is coming up, so get ready for that. We really appreciate the community support that gives the Perm Sportsman's Club. But with all the things that we do for youth, with our fire and safety training, our hunts that we put on, ATV training, snowmobile training, we're part of the community to try and get those kids into nature and the outdoors. So the outdoor experience is really important. I was going to ask the teachers while they're here, and I forgot what their cell phone policy was these days, to try and get kids more and more active, working together, communicating, all of that. So not to go through all that and bore you with how that all works. It takes funding, and that fundraiser that we do is very important. Just the operating costs of the Sportsman's Club. Membership doesn't pay for any of that. If it wasn't for the fundraising, it wouldn't exist. So we really appreciate the community coming out and supporting that. But I want to introduce you today also to the Outdoor Initiative. This is Lakes Area Outdoor Initiative, LAI. It's a reasonably new within the last couple of years, 501c3 organization, so any charitable contributions that are made to the LOAI are tax deductible. Perm Sportsman's Club is a 501c4, and so any donations there are considered promotional contributions or marketing contributions. You might ask why the LOAI, why a 501c3? We spent about the last 5 years working with this organization, which is a separate organization from the Perm Sportsman's Club. So they have to be separated, has different board and everything. But within there's a little story in here about the Kaler property. So we have 240 acres north of New York Mills where we host hunts and youth activities, even natural bio classes with the schools out there, lots of different things. You can cross-country ski, you can hike, get part of nature out there. But when that particular piece of land came up, the DNR was asked to come in and take a look at it. And the family, the Kaler family, didn't like the idea of it being a wildlife management area and not have any control over it into perpetuity. So the Perm Sportsman's Club was selected to get that piece of property, but we paid $25,000 in inheritance taxes in order for that to happen. So that's why we started the LOAI, was to build a 501c3 so we could avoid taxes when we deal with contributions. And frequently the LOAI receives contributions that directly benefit the Perm Sportsman's Club for our activities. So if we recently, over the last 3 years, built a trap range for our youth hot shots, and that was made possible because of the LOAI, along with cooperation with Perm Sportsman's Club. Also, we partner with the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association, and we put on, deer hunters have what's called forkhorn camps, and these camps allow children to learn canoe, to fish, to shoot firearms, to learn orientation, to deal with the outdoors, start fires, all that survival. We do that from 11 to 12-year-olds all the way to 16-year-olds. And so we'll sponsor those youth, which means that to the families going to those camps, the cost is simply $100. So the family has a little bit of money and skin in the game, we call it, so that they just don't inadvertently cancel or decide they don't want to go, right? So the family has $100 into the camp. The rest of it is paid for by either the Sportsman's Club or the Minnesota Deer Hunters. So we pay up to $550 to sponsor that particular youth. They're great camps. I've had my grandchildren go through them, a lot of friends. Get a hold of me or any of the Deer Hunters folks, and we can set you up for next year if we have youth between 11 and 16. So that's it. Any questions for the organizations? We'll see you all at the chili feed.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you, Nick.
Hi. Thanks for you. Thank you. No, I don't deliver coffee. Hi guys, how's everyone doing?
Hello.
Good. Okay, sorry, these are slippery. Okay, I'm sure you're asking, has Veronica been drinking this morning? The answer is yes, but that's besides the point. I'm here to talk about Oktoberfest. Okay, October 3rd through the 5th is Oktoberfest. No, it's not all about beer, but I couldn't find a good wiener costume either, so there's that. I've been looking. Okay, so this year, we're doing it the 3rd through the 5th. We're promoting it. The 3rd is more of an evening event, which I have posted on our poster. The Silver Moon is going to have a live DJ. Years before, I've shut down the street and tried to rally people for Friday night, and people are like, Veronica, you suck, go home. Anyways, So we don't really do Friday. The classic car night we actually did really well with, but people with classic cars, if the weather's crappy, they don't come. So I'm like, why chance it? I'm gonna leave all my eggs in the Saturday basket. So Silver Moon has kindly volunteered. They are doing a DJ. They're gonna have specials, all that fun stuff. New this year, Saturday morning, United Community Bank is doing a fun run. I know you're like, Veronica, what run is fun? But this run is fun because there's pumpkins involved. So not only do you get to do the fun run, you run with a pumpkin. Like, come on.
How big
Not
are
all
these
at once.
pumpkins?
No, we got really big ones. No,
Like
kidding.
this
They're small. They're small. So that kicks off, but if you do the fun run, so United Community Bank is going to be hosting that and doing that in the morning. You'll have a fun t-shirt. You'll also get a swag bag at the end that will have some tickets for the beer tasting later that day. There'll be some fun swag stuff. Also, if you're a business and you want to put something in the bag, just reach out to Chamber and they'll handle that part. So then Saturday, the rest of the day, we have obviously the vendor show, music, all the things. What do we have? We have hay rides. True North will be doing their hay rides again around town, which is super fun. They also they'll be setting up their tractors and all that stuff, kind of in that park that's next to them. Is that the Turtle Park? NP Park. Okay. The park next to them. They'll have pictures, like very photo opportunities. We have fantastic vendors. I have over 30 vendors right now. Everything from artisans to makers, like all the fun things. Music, we will have music on both ends of the block because it's the Chamber block and Ace Hardware block that are going to be closed down on Saturday only. It's not going to be Friday and Saturday, just Saturday only. And let's see. And if you're thinking, you're like, Veronica, how am I supposed to drink and have children with me? Well, let me tell you. We will. It's for everybody. We have pumpkin painting for the kids. Last year, I think Jeremy and I had over 300 pumpkins, and we were out by 2 o'clock. So, and those are completely free. We also have like fun rubber ducky races that everybody partakes in. There's a group of old ladies that are coming back that are like, trust me, go get a beer, come race a duck, all the things. Let's see. I think, and like I said, Rotary is doing the beer tasting again, which is always a great time. Gosh, I want to say last year they had over 15 different breweries that participated. So plenty of beer tasting. They even had some cider, so if you're not a beer person, but it's just a great cause. It helps them raise money and creates makes you enjoy being out with your screaming children a little more. There's also, and hopefully this year we will have fire pits. Last year we had some angry people that we didn't have fire pits last year, but I was going to burn the town down if we had fire pits because we had 40-mile-per-hour winds. Sorry, Mother Nature. Anyways, so, okay, we're going to do a fun experiment because all of you guys look like you need about 2 shots of espresso or tequila. Like, okay, everybody get your phone out that you've already been playing on. And you are going to go to Facebook. We're going to pull up Perm Events. If you need me to spell Perm, let me know. And once you've gotten to Perm Events,
Might not be able to come up.
The service
The
kinda
service
sucks
sucks in
up.
here.
oh,
We're all low.
what is? Well, this
Darn
is
it.
sad. Okay, well, when we all get in the parking lot, how about we all walk out to the parking lot and we'll look like a weird, like, group meeting. We'll start rumors in town. I want you to go to Perm Events, go to the event, get to Oktoberfest, and share it on your pages, on your business pages, whatever it is, because what creates a good event is obviously word of mouth. And while this event might not pertain to you or your business, it helps town. It helps your downtown businesses thrive. It's getting people to Perham to see how great Perham is, which is the whole point of me dressing like a giant beer stein at 8 in the morning and dancing on the streets and having random people honk at me. And who knows, maybe there were some, maybe the asylum was called a few times. Like, you escaped person. But I have posters, so please take one or take however many you need. I also have some fun if you're like, oh, I want something different. We also made fun little QR codes. And if you don't know how to use a QR code, raise your hand and I will help you. Okay, it's okay. You can message me later. It'd be embarrassing to do that right now in front of everybody. So, need a beer. This one's my favorite one. Scan me for the sausage party. Nothing says I'm excited about a sausage party. And scan me if you don't give a schnitzel. Okay. Anyways, lots of fun doodads. But like I said, share with colleagues all the fun. This really is, as I tell all my customers that come into my store, it's like a Hallmark movie without the single straight attractive men. So, it's fun, there's memories, people are happy, you're in your flannel, people are drinking, all the things. It's a good time. So, any questions? Okay.
Thank you. All right, Pickletoberfest. Here it comes. Oh, you got a shirt too.
Yes.
Nice. I got pickles.
Hi, my name is Cyrus. I'm with the Continental Divide Brew Pub in New York Mills, and I'm here to talk about our event on the 20th, Pickletoberfest. I kind of want to start up with the backstory of the event, because that's probably my favorite part about the whole thing. So a couple years ago about a year and a half ago when I first started, I found out that New York Mills used to have a pickle factory in New York Mills. It was open around sometime between the 50s and the 70s. So the pickle factory was owned by Herman Tyson, who used to work at the Clausen Pickle Factory in Chicago, and he moved to Nebraska, found out you can't grow cucumbers well in Nebraska, but you can in New York Mills. So he moved up to New York Mills and opened the pickle factory. While that was open, the farmers and the local families grew cucumbers for him. And so a lot of some of the older people in New York Mills remember bringing up wagonfuls of cucumbers and selling them to Herman, which is kind of a cool little story and fun to listen to the stories. So he actually started, I think it was sometime in the 60s, early 70s-ish, a pickle fest that went on for a few years. So when I found out about that, I thought that was really cool, and I thought, hey, why don't we try to bring that back? Because who doesn't want pickles? But we also wanted to do an Oktoberfest, so we decided to mesh the two. So last year was our first event, and it was our best event of the year. It was a lot of fun. We do a lot of different things. Last year we had live music. We partnered with we partnered with the Cultural Center, so they are a partner with on the event with us. The Cultural Center helped host a lot of the fun Oktoberfest themed games, and then we got a little crazy too. There was a brat toss, gross. A lot of fun things like that going on. Stein hoisting, all the fun Oktoberfest games. We also have fun themed menus, a lot of different drinks, non-alcoholic and alcoholic, beers and all that. So then this year, a couple new things that we're doing. Last year we didn't have our food cart, so this year we'll have our food cart. We also are adding a little beer sampling event for 2 hours, 3 to 5. Tickets are available, $25. Come and get a bunch of free samples for 2 hours. About 15, 16 breweries are coming. A handful of them I was able to convince to do pickle themed beers and ciders and stuff for us, which will be kind of fun. What else is new this year? Oh yeah, last year we did a homemade pickle contest. So 2 to 3 homemade pickle contest, beer sampling 3 to 5. Another new thing this year. So I didn't really like the brat toss, so we're going to do a pickle eating contest from 5 to 6. So that'll be kind of fun. Even if you don't want to participate, it might be just fun to watch. And then our live music this year is Zach Thomas from 6 to 9. So that I think covers Pickletoberfest. Any questions? 32 North Main Avenue. So we're like right down from the Culture Center, right in front of. It's right in front of the Divide. If you know where the Divide is.
Yeah, Mills got 2 or 3 streets.
Thank you. Okay, Someplace Safe, they have a new, what would you call it, director?
Yeah.
Director. Nope, Michelle's no longer with them, so they have a new one. We were hoping she could be here today, but I don't think she's here. Okay, you're up. Dueling pianos. Another event. So many fun things. I love it.
I'm Justine Anderson. I'm with Empowering Kids, and we have an event coming up on October 4th. So to piggyback off of the Perm Events Committee and everything that's going on in town, we are going to be hosting dueling pianos at the golf course on Saturday, October 4th. This is in replace of the golf tournament that we used to do every June. I decided golf tournaments are a dime a dozen in this town and wanted to do something different to freshen up Empowering Kids' fundraising efforts. So we are bringing Deuces Wild here to Perham. In my time here, I haven't ever seen dueling pianos in Perham, but I have seen Deuces Wild, and it's a fantastic show. We are just having the event from 7 to 9, so they'll perform from 7 to 9. Doors open at 6 to have like a social hour before. Tickets are $50 for a single pass. You can purchase a VIP table for $7.50, which includes some goodies at your table. And then we also have a grand piano sponsorship where businesses can sponsor to help us put the event on. A huge thanks right now to United Community Bank, Perm Health, Kitmasters, Perm Family Dentistry, did I say KLN? Also for being a grand piano sponsor so far. I have, as of last night, almost 200 tickets sold. And so I am over halfway to my goal of packing the place. So if you're looking at wanting tickets, you can scan the QR code here. If you're looking at wanting a VIP table, you can also scan the QR code. You could also go to our website, empoweringkidsperm.org, and there's on the events tab a place where it'll bring you to the link to purchase tickets. And let's say you're out of town and you're not going to be able to attend, but you still want to donate, I would gladly take any donations to help put the event on as well. We know there's a lot going on in town. The Boys and Girls Club fundraiser is 2 days before this Oktoberfest is going on, but we think it's still a great opportunity and something different that will help support the families and the children that we serve at Empowering Kids. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you all can look at your calendars and find a way to come, because I guarantee it'll be a great time. So anyway, that's it. Dueling Pianos, October 4th.
Thank you. Boys, got anything today?
Yeah,
Phyllis.
That last night's council meeting, they approved a housing study or a market needs analysis for Perham. So we haven't had one of these for 11 years. So it'll be very interesting to see how we're doing on our housing stock and where it's going and where we need it to go, and kind of where we're strong, where we're weak. So we're looking at that. That'll be published. We'll probably do some sort of an event in January or February to kind of unveil that. So that's what's exciting in my world.
housing.
John?
I bring all the fun news. So we're going to talk about taxes, property taxes, and the tax. No, I'm kidding. That's next month. Quick construction update. They are obviously doing some construction next to City Hall. If you haven't noticed, that's going to be going on for at least another month. We are going to have limited access to City Hall starting probably in 2 or 3 weeks. They'll be redoing a section of that parking lot. So just be aware of that. Hopefully it's not too interrupting for you. And then next summer, I think I had mentioned that we weren't going to do any construction. The city is not. Ottertail County is. So 3rd Avenue, or County 8 technically, which is mainly traveled right out here, will be tore up next year. So they're going to try to do it in 3 phases. They'll be shutting 2 of the phases down when they do them. Hopefully only lasts a month, but we'll see how that progresses. They want to have it done before Turtle Fest.
Don't look at us like that.
So that's what I got. Any questions, thoughts, happy things? Yes.
What are they drilling under the tracks for? Is that sewer and water?
Yeah, right now, what you've been seeing with what's happening there is water, sewer, and storm water, and then also Ottertail Power did drill some power underneath there too. So that's why it's been taking a little bit longer. There's a lot of action going on underneath those tracks. So,
I really like
it. You can come hang out. In
Yeah,
the chamber
I really
building.
like knowing when the trains are gonna come though, because they blow that horn every time. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
You get a pre-horn, and then you get the train horn.
Yep. Yeah.
You should keep it.
It's good times.
Just the little one.
It's a lot going on.
yeah, second, okay. Is that? Is that?
He's like, okay, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thanks for being excited about Anyone housing. else have anything to share?
Sure. Couple weeks, September 21st, St. Paul's is growing old. We're celebrating 150 years. School 115. Don't know where we're getting it from, but we're going to have a couple kegs of beer. The turkey that won at the state fair is going to be eaten, along with 2 hogs that we're cooking. And a lot of you have probably been to 1894. We actually started in 1875, but 1894 was our second location. So go there, get a good burger. Come the 21st, come to our place. Actually, Saturday the 20th is when the hog roast is in the evening. All day we've got events including Bob and Beachcombers. Never heard them, but so we got a concert going on and stuff. So all the food, beer, and everything is Saturday. Sunday's church service where we celebrate. Although last year when we had the beer, there was still some in the keg before church started, but after church the keg was empty. So I don't know what they were doing here in church. Come on over 20th and 21st.
Perfect. Thank you. Elvie?
Yep, I just wanted to let everyone know I have tickets here for the home tour coming up on October 11th. If you're interested in coming, it's that Lake Area home tour that Elevate is bringing back to town. So you get to go to 7 homes around the area, and you get a free drink at Lakeside. It's a super fun day and a great fundraiser for us. So tickets are $30. You can buy them online, and then we'll mail them to you, or you can buy them directly from us and then avoid postage. So yeah, I have some here if you'd like one.
Perfect. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Graf, nothing? Are you on air tonight?
Yes.
For the game?
Volleyball firm against DGF.
So if you can't actually make it to the game, you can watch it online.
We'll be on Thursday and Friday as well. Football.
Homecoming coming up, parade. If anyone wants to be in the parade, just contact the school if you haven't been contacted already. And what else is going on? She's been MIA. She's got a new baby.
I'll be back for 24 hours.
Back for 24 Leah's back in the office. All right. If there's nothing else, I think we're good.